Welcome everyone to me unlocking and completing Fortnite's very first Battle Pass. That is right, as you can see on screen, we are going all the way back to about 2 years ago to Fortnite Season 2 with OG skins, OG music, and yes, the very first Battle Pass. Just a few days ago here on the channel, my editor uncovered some very old, like Season 0 and Season 1 old footage of Fortnite that we took a look at. You can check out that video on my channel as well. And I asked you guys if you wanted to see me unlocking the Season 2, which was the very first ever Fortnite Battle Pass, and you guys hit 50,000 likes, so here we are. If you want us to keep on digging, keep on finding even more OG clips that barely anyone in the world has ever seen, give it a thumbs up. If we hit 50,000 likes again, then I'll do another video for you guys. Of course, if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed here to the channel. We are working our way towards 17 million, so come and join us here on the channel. All right, let's take a look at this OG Fortnite music, man. It gets me every time. What can I say? Now, the introduction of Season 2, we had a custom background. The layout isn't too dissimilar to what we're used to nowadays. However, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely different. So as you can see, Season 2, and I was only at this point 8 on the Battle Pass ladder. So basically when this Battle Pass system was first added, I found it so confusing. I think everyone found it pretty confusing. For me at least, I'd never experienced any sort of unlock system like this in any other multiplayer game I played, so I didn't really understand it. And I think it went a good few days or so where I was just playing. I didn't want to buy anything on the Battle Pass. Even now, actually, I get a lot of stick, and I see other people getting a lot of stick for us YouTubers or streamers to just buy the whole Battle Pass. A lot of people think we should try and earn it. Obviously, we want to show all of you guys everything. That's why we buy it. But back then, there wasn't really a rush to show anyone anything. Now, if I want to complete this Battle Pass, I'm going to need some more V-Bucks. So let's head to the shop first. Boom. Let's buy some of those beautiful V-Bucks. All right, here we go. And it's time to get unlocking. Some of the things in this very first Fortnite Battle Pass are so OG that we will never see them again. You still used to get V-Bucks, but there's some things in here, like, for example, the Sparkle Specialist Glider we'll probably never see again. And it is worth noting that this Battle Pass we've had in Season X specifically has reimagined a load of old skins. Some of them even from this Battle Pass. Yeah, of course, we've got the Black Knight, or now the Gold Knight this season. You see me unlocking the Black Knight, actually. You can only buy it in, like, bundles. It was really weird. You could see some of the other emotes, some of the other little icons as well. I guess technically if you've got these emblems and you put them on your character, they're really rare. That put us up to 18. You can see I already had one of the OG Christmas skins back then as well. And here we've got another one of the Squires, one of the Knights, and also, in fact, this is really weird, also one of the horse emotes, which is now available for people that have saved the world or something a little bit confusing like that. Fortnite are basically trying their best at the moment to eradicate as much OG stuff as possible so that people stop getting scammed, people stop buying old accounts, basically because it's such a big problem for them. OG things are becoming more and more sparse. There's a few things like the Ghoul Trooper, the Elf skin, etc. that haven't come back to the store, which will probably remain OG for a while now. This skin, at least, is very OG. If you see it in a game, it means it's been playing since Season 2. Oh, look at that. Fun little fact. They had a little, like, space, like, Saturn planet in there. And ironically, Season 3 was all space themed. So even back then, the Battle Pass was teasing what would be coming the next season, which I absolutely love. You know we're always looking out for things for the next season. Now, working up to level 29. We're getting there. Monster Truck, that was never added. Sharks, that was never added. Would be kind of crazy, though. And I guess I never really liked this pickaxe very much, but the pickaxe and glider are really OG as well, I guess. Now, up to 39. That's quite a cool one. The MVP little crown. Glider's kind of trash, can't lie. Little fishing hook and some wood. Oh, the floss. The OG floss, ladies and gentlemen. Season 2 exclusive. Pretty much blew up the floss for the whole of the world. Hate it, love it. It all originated right there with me and loads of other people buying it. Another thing that's been in the in-game files is a tank. I know this sounds ridiculous, but there genuinely have been in-game files for a tank in Fortnite for ages, which is crazy. We've got the Sparkle Specialist, now kind of, not exactly, but very similarly in Season X's Battle Pass. Got a little like ninja emote, maybe in a shout out to Ninja. Back then, streamers and people like that would actually like genuinely get little shout outs quite often, be it in the battle pass, in the store. I've got kind of like my own skin and my logo, obviously it's the Avengers logo. That's the closest thing I've ever gotten. This is a very, very OG pickaxe. I think the very first purple pickaxe ever in the game, maybe. It was certainly very, very rare and will always be very, very rare. We'll take a look at me actually using some of this stuff in a second. Oh, I made it. What? I went straight up. There we go. Okay. This is the maxed out battle pass, ladies and gentlemen. It's worth noting there were 70 tiers. Why 70? No idea. Maybe they just wanted to limit how much stuff they put in the very first battle pass. The Black Knight. If you saw this thing running at you, you should be afraid because they've either played a lot of Fortnite or spent a lot of money on Fortnite. And back then, that meant they were better than most people in the game. It was believed that we would never see this skin back again. But Fortnite being Fortnite, as I keep on telling you, have brought it back this season. Literally, almost exactly the same, but with the different color variants, arguably looking even cooler with the gold and the red and everything. What do you guys think? Do you think the OG Black Knight's better? What do you think the new Season X Gold Knight's better? Let me know. There we go. I had the Black Knight and the Red Knight and loads of other OG stuff. I think that was the first ever purple glider, was the Sparkle Specialist glider. Yes, I had the Reaper pickaxe, which is now no longer rare, but there you go, the AC/DC, and yep, even the Renegade Raider pickaxe. This is like the smallest you'll ever see my Fortnite locker, okay? Default dance, baby. This basically filled up my locker for the very first time with all the stuff that I'd unlocked. Here's all the dances. The very first epic dance in the game. Riding the cowboy, the little worm wiggle, all of this stuff. All of the very first emotes. Oh, I had the wave though. I love the wave emote. All of this being added to my locker. Look how small the locker was. You had no back blings. You had no wraps, that's for sure. It was so limited. And there you had it. I had the rarest skin, the hardest skin to unlock in the game all the way back in Season 2, like 600 days ago. On my account, ready to go. What you're seeing here is my very first game using the maxed out battle pass. So that's like the best glider, the best skin, the Black Knight, obviously on the OG map for the very first time. And there's a cool thing about my very first kill, actually. As I headed towards OG factories, thank goodness it's back, Fortnite, thank you. And yes, that was the Christmas battle pass as well. This is what it used to look like as you fly into the map. Now that is a different Fortnite. Now, obviously, your boy got a crispy landing on a chest, and the guy below me just didn't. Thankfully, I managed to grab the weapon, and you're about to see the most scuffed, the most horrendous gunfight probably ever witnessed in the history of Fortnite. But I was going for my very first pickaxe kill with what was back then the greatest pickaxe in the game on a default, boy. Can I pull it off? Come back here, buddy. Yes, I did. And I even emoted on him. Oh, I was toxic. See this SMG? And that is an OG SMG. In fact, I always give that SMG a lot of stick for being terrible, but it did just delete that player horrifically. Look at this guy trying to build on me. Bro, I got a scar. Ooh, I used to hip fire so much back in the day. Even on the game that I came from, Call of Duty, I was never good at shotgunning. And as a result, I would just AR people and SMG people and just hip fire. And it used to work so well because random headshots would just delete people. Oh, look at this person. Get out of here, boy. Oh my gosh, I think I remember this. There's someone in this tree. You ready for this? You ready? Look. Back in the game where the shadows and textures were so bad, you could literally sit under a tree in the shadows. Whoa! I think I just dealt a solid OG tac shotgun 6 damage there. I don't know how I just lived. Thank goodness people were worse at aiming than I was back then somehow. This person creeping. Yo, Merry Marauder? He had an OG skin. Oh my. There may not have been 100% accuracy, but the disgusting bloom. Oh, there was no damage drop off either. I forget that. So 70 damage to the head with a scar at any range made it an infinite 3-tap machine, which is disgusting. Listen to that pickaxe. See how ridiculously loud it was. It took them ages, but they eventually patched it so it wasn't as loud because people could not hear anything whilst they were mining stuff and hitting trees. It was so deafening. And this guy's not about to survive very long. I've got 21 spare rockets. the disgusting 0 damage drop-off Scar. Oh, man. It's so good. I love how tiny the crosshair and the reticle was back then. It was so crispy and accurate. This guy's trying to pick up the very first Christmas-themed supply drop, and someone else took him out. Come on, man. You stole my kill. Oh, can I get some revenge, though? Maybe just fire another 100 RPGs at them and find out. This is a classic Allier base right here. Just triangles everywhere. Basically, whoa! How did I even clip that guy? Fair play, Ali. That was sick. I got a horrific ring here, and I had to go for a terrible cross-lake run to try and get into the next ring, which is never fun. Whoa! Oh my god, I remember this. I remember panicking and definitely screaming in real life. Just like, do not kill me, please. I'm using the Black Knight, and we're on to a double-digit game, which back then was pretty big business. Just gonna say. Now, bearing in mind I'm standing here not like covered and I'm healing, the final guy's actually on the mountain behind me. If he'd spent 1 second looking down and saw us fighting, I don't know why he didn't, like we were so loud, we were fighting for a little while, he would have seen us. And I don't even know how to survive this guy. You're wondering why I'm not building? Guys, it's season 2. You don't build, you just shoot, okay? At this point, I honestly had no idea where the final guy was. At this point, I knew the final guy was up here, I think. I think that's why I looked up there so quickly. So clueless. The person was looking in the lake. Did you not have any headphones or sound coming out your TV? Either way, my very first Black Knight Season 2 OG Battle Pass 11 kill victory royale. There's all my stats as well. I think that was fairly new at the time too. So there you go, guys. What did you think of the OG Battle Pass? Is there anything that hasn't returned from OG Fortnite that you'd like to see in the current game? Let me know in the comment section. If you missed my other video where I took a look at Season 0, like Day 1 footage of Battle Royale, you can check that out on screen here. Definitely go and give it a watch. And as I said, if you want to see even more OG Fortnite, 50,000 likes to target, guys. Make sure you subscribe for more of those OG videos, and I'll see you on a video very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.